Right, I'm reasonably happy. I managed to find some glasses to fit those candlesticks with no bottoms. And here they are with the mini Phalaenopsis orchids in there. They're looking pretty good. The roots aren't looking too bad. This one looks okay. Nice and green. No real rotten roots, so that's good. I can get that back in there. There we go. I'll move that one aside. This other one here, that one did really well too. It's got really nice roots on that one. Very pleased. Didn't do too bad. Looks a little bit black in the middle there, but I'm hoping it's going to dry out a bit now and recover. It's out of that medium. And this one had this lump of, well, paint, I think it is, in its middle, and that was surrounded by bark, this bark here. So that must have been what they originally propagated them in, I suppose. And then the other one, that one's doing really well as well. None of these have got names, by the way. They're just, you know, orchids that I've bought from the local DIY store. But his roots are looking quite good too, or her, as they say. So I'll keep an update on that. The little one back here, this one was planted in this sphagnum moss. It's quite a lot of it. It was really packed in there, and it doesn't smell too bad. It's not too bad. It's still quite damp, so I'm glad I got it out of that. And these pots, what you buy them in, I think I pay so much for the orchids. They're $28 here in New Zealand, and I think you're paying in part for these ceramic pots. But they're not too bad, because this pot here came out of here, and it doesn't sit all the way down. That little ridge around the bottom there stops it from going down. So I suppose if it's sat in water, well, it won't be sat in water if it's got that ridge, it'll stop it. And this pot, which came out of here, has got the ridge around the top here, and that stops on the ridge, and it's a bit of a gap at the bottom, so they won't be sat in water if they are in those pots, but they're not very attractive, so I took them out of there. And I don't know whether to put them on. This stuff back here is clay pellets. We call it hortag in the UK, but out in New Zealand it's just clay pellets. And I don't know whether to stand them on there for a bit more humidity, or whether they actually get enough humidity being in water culture. I'm not 100% sure, so I'll see how they go. So there you go. So that's the update video of the orchids potted in their new home in full water culture. And we'll see how they do.